Alright, YouTube. Hope you guys been out there believing in yourselves, believing that you guys can pick up tools, do new projects, build things, fix things, create things, do art. So, back to this Suzuki Samurai project. I took off the bumper. It's a little bit of pain to get up under there and get to these bolts, but there's 3 bolts on each side. And then I cut my wires because I'm not planning on using this bumper anymore. Planned on getting custom ones built. But so it's a little bit hard to get to them. There's 3 bolts on each side. I cut my wires. Alright, YouTube, there's plenty of other videos out there for you guys to see how to do this, but basically this is all the tools that I needed. I used an impact because that's my weapon of choice. It makes things a little easier, a little quicker. Pickle fork for pulling off the steering bar. This is just for using the hammer and knocking bolts out. You can get them from the other end and knock bolts back out. We got a 19 mil, and I used the adapter. I used the smaller one because it fits into the wheel adapter holes. That's for taking out the cotter pin. We got 14, 17, and 19 inch or millimeters, and same with wrenches because sometimes you need to get a hold of the nut on the back side of a bolt. So basically that's it. I didn't want to film it because it's redundant. So until next time, keep building shit. Alright, YouTube, so at this point you're going to notice there's probably kind of some missing footage, and I'll just kind of give a brief explanation that I was in the middle of doing some filming and explaining why I chose to use the axle that I just picked up rather than the stock one in the front, which those reasons are: it's already trussed, it already had the high steer installed, it already has a lock right in the front. Negatives are it needs new front wheel bearings, and it has leaks around the knuckles, and it's a small flash drive shaft. Mine is a large shaft or a large flange. So I'm gonna end up having to figure out something for the front. I'm probably just gonna get a half drive shaft with the smaller flange and lengthen or whatever I got to do for the front, and then for the back I'm going to take this stock front one, cut it down, and use it in the back. But the reason why there's missing footage, and you're probably thinking, wow, he just kind of skipped forward and he's just installing this axle. Well, the reason being is because a lady came running down the street and says, help, help, there's water gushing all over my house. I busted a pipe in the kitchen. Do you know how to shut it off? Well, luckily, I had this in the workshop truck, and I was able to run down there and shut it off. So, sorry about the missing footage, but at least I was able to help somebody out, and they knew that I might be a guy that could help them out. So, blessings. Till next time. Believe in yourselves, believe that you guys can help people, believe that you guys can be a community resource, whether it be tools or fixing things or hauling things, just like I am. So, till next time, keep building shit. Alright, YouTube, so I've got this side torn apart because as I was dragging it over here, I noticed there was a broken spring pin, and I'm hoping that I've got one in my garage because I did a Wagoneer build years ago and I had some leftover ones. If not, I'll have to go buy one, but getting those apart was a real pain. I'll just say that much. A little Earthquake XT couldn't quite get it done, but I've only got a small compressor, so I'm not necessarily blaming that. I think it's more the compressor because I've had that thing work a lot better with bigger compressors, but my little one I don't think can quite keep up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fixed up, and hopefully I can get this in. But like any mechanical project, sometimes you notice things and you got to get them fixed too. Or sometimes things take a little longer, and you know, bust your fingers open, cut yourself. But in the end, do you want to pay somebody else more than you make in an hour to do the same thing, or do you think that you should maybe believe in yourself, have a little bit of self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, as this channel is about, and pick up some tools and do it. Till next time, believe in yourselves, keep building shit. Alright YouTube, so went in the garage, and in the top of the toolbox, one of my kind of random toolboxes, I had this little assortment of spring bolts, and it looks like this one's going to be the right size. I should be able to use it. It matches up, so that's kind of cool. Years ago when I did this full-size Jeep build, it was a Wagoneer, and I was starting to lift it and stuff. I never even completed it, but I bought these Leafs from Summit Racing, I believe it was. I'm pretty sure it was. And when it got there, it was missing the bolts, and they ended up just sending me a whole bunch of them, more than I needed. And so I've kind of had quite a few just kind of sitting in the toolbox ever since. So they came in handy. So I'm going to go ahead and get these fixed up and hopefully bolted in. Until next time, believe in yourselves, keep building shit. Alright YouTube, so I got the spring adapters, hangers, put on. That's kind of funny, put my finger up there, it makes it go out of focus. But I got those put on. I got the different axle under there. I put a new pin in the YJ spring. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff bolted up, and then I'm going to bring out my welder. I don't even think I'm going to put bolts in there. I'm just going to weld these to the frame. I've wanted to do this swap for 15 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's what I'm going to stick with. So, and I'm not really a rock crawler. I'm more into mud, so I prefer a leaf spring over the link suspension anyways. It's just more, it's simplicity, and I understand it better, and it's easier to clean and easier to maintain. So anyways, till next time, believe in yourselves, believe that you guys can do projects like this too. See, not everybody gets into a project and it goes perfect. I've struggled, I've ran into a couple issues so far, and you know, I'm out here alone, but I'm pushing through it, I'm persevering, and I know that each and every one of you can do the same exact thing. So till next time, keep building shit. Get these mounted up for they're like the bump stops for the missing link shackles. Alright YouTube, so there it is. I got the front YJ swapped, the rear still stock, and a spring over obviously. I don't even honestly think it looks too bad. The tilt isn't that bad for it. I ended up spending a lot more time on this than I anticipated today. I'm still gonna end up having to switch out these knuckles, the outer knuckles on these. I can feel the wheel bearings aren't very good in this axle that I picked up. I could use parts out of mine, but I'm probably gonna just order some new stuff. Well, not the knuckles, because one of them's kind of bent up a little bit, but I'm gonna use that out of mine in the wheel bearings. But I just want to show you guys. Use this little welder, and I welded these up. I'm gonna weld at the bottom too. This one's a little better welds, and then I welded that on too. My welds aren't the best. I taught myself a couple months ago. You guys can see a video on that too. But I'm gonna weld the other side, but it's all set up for now. I'm just kind of I'm gonna take a break. It's been a long day, but till next time, believe in yourselves, keep building shit.